friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm calling the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. What you look like? Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with a. Get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my. Zit the back that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. Cause when I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk, got a big Benz.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton leaves it for Petty. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Newton now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. And he comes back with one complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now Newton on first down. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal.
Do so.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Gotta go. Gotta go. They're running it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19. Spot that, spot that. Gun. 4 down, 4 down. Right, easy. Check 51, check 51.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Let's go 14. Check 15, check 15. 95.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Switch. Check 50. Mike 51. Got it.
On second down, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Right left.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Be alert. Shotgun. Green 80.
Throwing again, Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devin Funchess, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish tight matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one, too.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Penny, a first down carry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Newton. Rolling to his right. He'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Zebra.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
14, run it.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's got Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. Balance. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing is Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson off 1st down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bills have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more. Matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Let's go, 14.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Gotta go.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well. All right, lady. Well.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Tempo. 95.
On 1st down, Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Hey, over here, over here. Well, 14. 18.
Here's Wilson on 1st and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
36 power. 18. Check. 95.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25. Yard line.
Come on, let's go. Right, easy. Check 51. Check 51. Set. Move 15.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
A try here for the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Set. 20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Set. 180. Gun.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Newton on first down. It's caught by Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Again, Newton. Over the middle to Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
20.
Newton on third down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Hey. Do something.
Throwing again is Newton. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To the air again, Newton. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Cam Newton, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
Ready?
After the run, Newton going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, over here. Move the team.
And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And the Bills have recovered. Often on fumbles. You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff to Penny, and an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
To throw on second down is Newton. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Newton takes it himself, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Penny, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the I. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And Newton's going to keep it. Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Now Wilson back into his end zone. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A first down carry now for Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4 minutes. Offense, and that's practice being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, here's Newton. His throw caught right around the 6. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's a give to Penny. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Do something. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I got it. Gun. Mike. 56 Mike. 8.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Like 80. 20. Gun. Hey.
They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kiki QT, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Extra point attempt to follow here. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
14.
He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Hicks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. And the pitch goes to Miller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Dolphins, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.